T,
What's up?
what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. How's everything?
Nothing. You just finished with a client.
Yeah, I did. Actually, it wasn't my
He's-
client, but it was a good client.
He's new, right?
Yeah, he's been working with Jennifer, I guess, maybe 2 months, 3
Okay.
months. But I've trained him maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. Quiet, but he does everything you say.
Right. Yeah. No, it's funny. I trained this new kid I've been training in the summer, and I was thinking about it when you were training him because he looks like he's pretty new to it also.
Uh-huh.
It's funny. We're so used to so many of our clients being in the groove already. It's funny getting someone at ground zero. It's
Yeah.
almost like a reminder every summer. I feel like there's 1 or 2 young guys or older guys like you have, but like young guys come in and I forget if you've never done this. I mean, it can be bad.
Yeah, it could be real bad.
And like some of the kids, it's like, man, don't get hurt out there. And I know like when you're playing regular sports, like it doesn't matter how strong you are as your ability to play the sport. You know what I mean? You can still. Yeah, there's a lacrosse kid I train, for instance, and he's start from zero, man, benching 65 pounds, but he's on his school's team. I don't know. I guess when I grew up, like if you weren't strong, you didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, they wouldn't even ask you to play. Yeah, or everybody was just strong. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out because I think a lot of kids are starting later. And a lot of people in general just start later, I guess. But
Well, I think too, like, even when I was growing up, I'm a lot older than you, but like we didn't know anything about training.
yeah,
I learned how to play just by going to the park and playing.
right.
And it kind of hurt me in the long run, I think, because it like my talent wasn't like textbook; it was playground, you know. So when I actually came to the point where I actually played basketball for a team, and we running set plays, and it was new to me. So,
How was that transition? I've never asked you that.
yeah, it's a lot different because
So I always played very organized ball. I didn't get to the pickup basketball. Like, yeah, with my friends, like driveway, but like
Yeah.
going to the park wasn't until I was old to where basketball was behind me already. You were the opposite.
it was different because playground, you just go out, you do your thing and use your talents and your skills. I think with the textbook stuff, really not textbook, it was just playing for a school or organized ball. Coaches, they have things set in place and they want you to do certain things.
Yeah.
And I think it was harder for me because I felt like I was better than what he was using me as.
Right.
I was a point guard, and I gotta control the offense and make sure everybody know what they're doing and different things like that. You
You were roll the ball out, let me play.
Yeah.
Kind of guy.
But in the playground, I'm trying to see if you can stop me first.
Right.
But still, we did plays. We played together as a group and as a team, but it was just different.
Yeah.
I never really. It's basically just setting up the offense and running the offense and making sure people knew what they had to do.
Yeah.
Controlling the game.
We had so many plays growing up because Dean was my coach. And it still drives me nuts today when I watch and I see like the last second plays and all that.
Uh-huh.
It's like, how do y'all not have a better play than that? In Pee Wee, Dean had 3 inbounds plays from the side, 3 from the block,
Okay.
2 press breaks, 6 different pick and roll variations. I mean, we were the most coach controlled team for sure. And Ken was on the team, and he's good. So
I think another thing now that you mentioned it, like defense. In the playground, you can sort of be as aggressive as you want to be. You foul, all right,
Big
take
deal,
the ball
yeah.
out, let's go again.
no one's getting points.
Organized ball, you have to watch, how aggressive you are on defense, making sure you move your feet, more technical stuff. Playground, okay, I fouled you, let's take the ball out again, let's do it again.
And you gotta play zone.
Yeah.
And organized too.
Yeah, zone wasn't really hard for me because I sort of like to cheat.
Yeah.
Like cheat on defense and try to catch steals and stuff like that. So it really wasn't hard.
Right.
The hard part for me was not being as aggressive. Not trying to go out there every steal or trying to block every shot, playing more smarter. Yeah. Just different things like that. So I grew up playing basketball, I actually played with older kids. And one of the guys that I used to play with, he used to make us just like full court pressure defense the whole time, the whole game.
At the park?
At the
Y'all
park.
pressed?
That's what we did. That's what we did.
Jeez,
full court. I mean, pick him up at the, and I would never known that until, but he was maybe 4 years older than us. And that's the style of basketball we played, you know.
Man, we had some kids press us the other day at LA Fitness when I was playing, and they absolutely murdered us.
Yeah.
It was not even competition. And they were like 20-year-olds. And I'm 30. But I guess they had just played for Lamar. Like, they were a couple years removed from Lamar, and they were pretty good. I was like, okay. And man, they decided to press. No one presses and pick up.
Yeah, nobody presses.
They absolutely crushed us.
I wouldn't press now.
Hell no. Who wants to do that?
But back then, you know, a lot of people couldn't even handle the ball.
Yeah.
So coming up with steals and different things like that was, I guess, a little bit easier.
Right. I still can't handle the ball.
So I think that's what was part of it. So we pressed, man. So I think I got that aggressiveness from that part. Just pick them up now. Let's go. Make them play the whole court.
And at least with basketball, something, the contact you have with everybody else will get you stronger. I'm trying to think, like,
with basketball, what would get you?
Yeah, well, just because you're just playing, you're bumping into other people's bodies. You get that core strength, like you just kind of get that invisible strength, I call it, from playing. I remember when I played. Granted, I've always lifted weights, so maybe I'm not the best example.
Okay.
But I remember some kids that were so weak, but in basketball they had this perception of being real strong. I just assumed it was because they were just bumping and controlling their bodies so well. I guess maybe I'm equating body control to strength. Maybe I shouldn't.
I was probably I didn't lift weights not one time in high school.
But you're still doing like push-ups, pull-ups, stuff like that.
Push-ups, pull-ups. But I was.
I'm talking about kids starting ground zero that can't even do push-ups.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't know. I think the difference is. I really don't know the difference, man. I think basketball a lot has to do with agility and power.
Right.
Not really just.
At least you're jumping, your legs are getting strong from that. Just when you drive, you got to explode and you're hitting people. Like your midsection, all that has to be strong. So there's some strength involved in it, just naturally.
I think we did a lot of running, man. We used to run to the park from my house. I had a friend that when I was in high school, I had a friend that lived around the corner from me. We would meet up at the intersection, and we would run. It was maybe 6-7 blocks, and in Austin, it's kind of So, but for us, just brute strength, man. Some people was just born with it.
Just born strong.
Yeah, because I don't really consider myself strong.
I mean, you're pretty strong.
But not back then.
Oh, back then.
I didn't lift weights at all. But I was one of those players. I know how to control my body.
Yeah.
I was strong with the ball.
Right. I guess that's where I'm getting confused. I'm kind of associating it all with the same type of strength.
Basketball, I don't know, man. I just had a passion for it. I played it every day.
I play it every day if I could. I love it now. But.
Yeah, I mean now I don't even I don't have that same passion or that competitive spirit, so I don't even play anymore. But back then I had it, so I was playing every day.
I think what it was when I was younger, it wasn't as fun for me because I was just a big man. I couldn't really handle the ball, couldn't really shoot, and catching a pass and then just doing a layup is not fun.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older and I've played more, starting with pickups. I didn't play pickups till I was in high school.
Okay.
And pickup, it is, everybody has to handle the ball. You don't get to just be a big man. You get the rebound, you take it up.
Take it up, yeah.
There's a place, I think it's those skills have gotten better. I've gotten better in general. It's more fun, right?
Well, I always played point guard because I was the only player or one of the only few players on the team that could actually handle the ball.
Yeah.
And I wasn't afraid, you have a fear. Some people have a fear of getting robbed or getting the ball started. I wasn't ever afraid.
I'm always afraid.
But I was always one of the few people. It wasn't always because I was, maybe the shortest, but I was always one of the few people who wasn't scared to just take the ball.
Did you practice on your own at your house?
Yeah, I practiced a lot, man. I played when I was young. That was it. It was school. It was basketball.
Yeah.
And then
Like at your house, did you do like ball handling? Like Dean used to set up drills for us to do, like a minute at a time kind of deal.
I would do like just practicing like just dribbling the ball, yeah. But I didn't like at my house. I didn't actually have a goal, so I was just dribbling. I did practice that a lot.
Yeah.
At home, especially like late at night when I was bored, didn't have anything else to do. I just go right in the garage or right outside of my garage and right there and just go through some drills.
I hated ball handling drills.
Yeah?
I hated them. I remember like my grandpa would always tell me, yeah, Pistol Pete would bounce a ball against one spot on the wall for 8 hours. Well, I say, well, he's a psychopath. I'm not going to be Pistol Pete.
Yeah.
But my uncle tells me stories of stuff he would do where he would just sit somewhere and just dribble under one leg for an hour. Just bored watching TV or something. And just, I hated them. And the only thing worse, you know what really, ball handling for basketball, as much as I hate it, talk to a soccer player about ball handling. That is absolute misery because you get tired while you're doing it.
Yeah. It's like dribbling with your feet instead of your hands.
My buddy Kevin was telling me he played for, I think he was, they won state when he was there. And he was just telling me of the drills where he would just keep popping it for just an hour.
For an hour.
Like, that sounds miserable. I mean, what'd you do for fun?
I'm going to tell you another thing that we did growing up, that I did especially. We always worked on jumping.
Yeah.
Always. And I think that was like one of the biggest things for, so I was small, I was short, trying to dunk.
Yeah.
That was so that came, that helped with the, dribbling the ball and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a small city, maybe it was 3 people in the high school that was dunking,
Right.
Small town. And I moved and I left there and I went to Austin and it seemed like everybody who could dribble a basketball was trying to dunk or, so that was the thing. And I think I fell in love with basketball. I took basketball over footballs because after school or whatever, we were going to the park to go play basketball. I was already playing, but when I got to Austin, it just escalated. That's what we did.
Basketball players are so lucky that you can still have basketball after high school. Because I can't go play pickup football, nor would I want to. But just in general, that's one thing I was thinking with the guys that were playing the other day that just absolutely killed us. It's like, man, y'all are so lucky. You're good at something that you can keep playing forever. Yeah. If you feel like it.
I saw a guy the other day at 24-Hour Fitness, and he's a little older than me. And he's like, man, you play ball? I was like, I used to. I don't play anymore. So, man, I'm trying to get back out there. And he's for sure in his 50s.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I'm trying to get back out there. I was like, you gonna play with them youngsters? He's like, yeah.
Oh, Bob's at the Senior Olympic National Championship.
Yeah. So like you said, basketball you can play forever. You can do it, and it's great exercise. You don't even have to think about the fact that you're actually working out.
I've heard so many calories with that heart rate strap.
Yeah, you're focusing on playing ball, defending, or passing the ball, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So you're not even focusing on the fact that you're actually getting a good workout in.
You ever see those 80-year-old lady basketball teams?
80?
80-year-old ladies on ESPN.
No, I haven't seen them.
But it's funny you bring that up. That'd be like a good little quick topic. Jumping. What do you think is the best thing for getting someone to jump higher?
To jump higher?
Higher.
Is
like what? I know what it takes, but what drills do you think? Because I've tried a couple different things.
Number one is jump roping.
For the calf, building your calves up?
Yes. And we had this one exercise growing up called, it's similar to jump squats now, but we call them frog leaps.
Yeah.
Where you actually, your butt is almost to the ground, and you jump from that position high as you can. That helps with the explosiveness. And we was doing that in junior high, but we didn't have to do it unless you really had to, you got in trouble or school or something like that.
Oh, it's the worst.
There's coaches will make you do it. But for me, that helped me.
Yeah.
I have, one of my best friends, he's a little taller than me, but he's top of the square. But he said what got him was I guess the hack machine we have, squat machine. He used to get on it and then just jump on it, put it maybe, I don't know how much weight on
weighted jump squats.
Like some weighted. He said that's what got him over the hump. And once he started doing that, I think he said he did it for a couple of months in the summer.
It worked.
And it worked.
Yeah, I have my baseball players do a lot of broad jumps, and I'll have that trap bar we got down there. And I'll just put tins on each side. and have them do some jumps like that with the deadlift.
So I used to jump rope a lot back then when I was younger. I didn't lift weights at all. I used to jump rope a lot, and behind my house we had like stairs set up going down to the creek.
Yeah.
It's crazy setup, but and I used to go down to the bottom and then just frog leap up all the way back up the stairs and walk back down. So I used to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like far as like, I don't know, drills, I guess real drills.
Yeah.
I was just out there just.
I was reading about this. I did on the last podcast too. There was this Russian, I guess he's a trainer, but he's a scientist. And we'd have him. You know, the Soviets were real good at track and field back in the day. And what they would do is he'd have him jump off a 60-inch box, land, and jump right back up. And it was something like their times improved by 13% or something like that. I don't know if it talked about their actual jumping ability, but their explosiveness, which is why I do it with the baseball players, is I want that explosiveness from them.
Right.
And being able to squat low and get that drive from the bottom of your position. 'Cause, you know, the more you bend your leg, the harder it is to explode, right? If you can just a little calf pop, you're good. It's quick. It feels slow when you lower, and that's what I'm trying to instill in them.
You know, with the internet now, so I didn't have the internet growing up. Like there's so much information
me
out
neither
there.
for a while.
Like if I felt like if I actually had the internet or somewhere I can just go and learn different things, I probably would have been doing a lot more.
Right. I got those strength shoes under the stairs. Remember those with the platform on the front?
Yeah, I have a pair of those.
Those are great.
I used to run. As a matter of fact, I used to run in them down to the park. And then change them out, put on my basketball shoes, and then go play ball. Like
AJ Hunt used to wear them around school the most.
But you know, the thing is, honestly, I could never dunk, man. I got my first dunk when I was out of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Just got older.
I could never flush it. I could get up there.
Yeah.
But I could never flush it. I can tip it over the rim or whatever, but I could never actually flush the ball until I got out of high school.
The only time I dunked was once at Reds, and it was a flat ball, so it was real easy to palm. We were always lining up trying to do it. And the only thing that's holding me back from saying I dunked is, the height of those goals might be a little questionable.
Okay. All right.
I can grab a rim.
Yeah.
But there's some grabbing a rim and dunking is...
I couldn't, but now I think another part of it was so hard for me to dunk because I played in whatever shoes, you're young, I played in whatever shoes I had on or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm actually flat-footed.
Oh.
So I didn't really just have the right kind of sort of shoes to support my arch.
You must hate basketball shoes then, huh?
Oh man, I hate wearing shoes, period. Like at home, I'm in my flops, The first thing I do is kick my shoes off as soon as I walk in the door.
Yeah.
But so I didn't know all that part,
Right.
I just thought, everybody's feet look like mine.
Yeah.
But I'm actually flat-footed.
Yeah.
So if I had really just had more shoes or better shoes that support my arch,
yeah,
I probably did, or I can't remember. I think the Jordans may have had them, or
more support.
But just more, if I had more arch support for my feet, I think I would have been number one, a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And being able to jump,
For sure.
Yeah. So.
They actually make shoes now with these really intense soles, and they're built to when you gear up, you press your toes down and all that to jump. They're geared up to give you more spring, in the sole itself. It helps you extend to help you jump.
Technologies.
It's insane. I'll send it to you on Instagram. It's always popping up.
I could never dunk in school, man. And I tried every day. I worked on it every day. Jump roping, running the stairs. Like I said, I could get up there, but I could never flush it. I didn't get my first flush until I was, freshman year in college.
I prefer to use my skill, so I just decided to never dunk. I think that's a cop-out, and that's a cheap way to get a basket.
I don't know, I just kind of fell into the groove where everybody that was the thing. And, when I was a freshman in high school, I didn't play with him, but I actually went to school with Ray Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Right.
He was a Fab Five for Michigan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the school was just so, everybody wants to be the next Ray Jackson.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first moved to Austin, my freshman year, we had 3 hours of lunch. You had A, B, and C lunch, hour apiece.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
So, the thing was, you go eat lunch, boom, everybody, we're going to the gym.
Right.
Go play ball, or, try to win a game or go show your skills or whatever. And you know, sometimes I was at lunch for the whole 3 hours, but that's what we did, And then we left school.
Did you ever play against Ray James?
Huh?
You ever played against Ray?
I think I played him in like South Austin Rec like once or twice.
Not 101, huh?
No, because I think he played on my team.
Yeah, that's good. Good call.
Yeah, because my cousin I had an older cousin that was actually a little older than Ray, who was actually pretty good at basketball. Yeah. And then, the AAUs and summer league stuff, so they all sort of played together.
I didn't know they had AAU back then.
Not really AAUs, but it was a summer league. I don't remember the name. So they, summertime, I would be with my older cousin, and then they would play ball and practice. So, but I think I played against them maybe once or twice at South Austin Rec. Okay. I don't even know if that building's still
standing.
Around. Yeah.
I don't know if I've played against anybody that's been in the pros. I don't think so. I played against some college guys.
Yeah.
But of course, they crushed me, but if I'm on their team, it's a lot.
I think I had one guy that actually in basketball that made it to the pros. He didn't last for maybe 3 or 4 years. His name was Andre something. He played for Indiana. He was a big man. Yeah. He wasn't like a guard. I never like a guard, but we did play. He was.
So I played with some LSU basketball, but I don't think any of them ever made it to the pros, though. Played against some pro football players.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's a little different. You were playing like 10 on 10. I remember out there. It was insane.
I think that's the only guy that I can remember. I can't even think. Andre Patterson was his last name, I think.
Yeah.
He played like 4, maybe 5 years. I remember him playing for Indiana, but that's about it.
I remember at the school, this guy, Perry Stevenson. He played at Kentucky. He started some. Real good shot blocker. But he was so skinny, I don't think there was any room for him. Mm-hmm. He was there when, like, Ramel Bradley was there. I think Patrick Patterson was there. But he was, I remember in 6th grade, he was like 6'6", dunking.
Like 6th grade?
Oh, yeah. Skinny. He ended up going to the rival high school, which was a real good basketball powerhouse.
I heard.
We were kind of halfway.
So another thing, like I said, we played ball at lunch. School is out. I wouldn't even go home.
Yeah.
We're going to play some basketball.
But
I would go home later on that night when we were done playing basketball. And when I first got to Austin, when I first moved to Austin, you jump on a metro for free.
Right.
And just go wherever you want to go. And from where part of town I live in, this is one shot to UT.
Yeah.
That's where all the talent from Austin is going. They had outdoor courts.
Oh, by the college?
Yeah, right there on the campus.
Yeah.
That's where all the talent is going.
I'm trying to think of where
it was outdoors.
Yeah.
So you can catch the bus. It take us 15, 20 minutes to get there on the bus from school, from my.
Yeah. A lot of people would go there.
Man, it's on Sundays especially. It was really packed.
Like how many games deep would you have to wait?
It depends on which court, because it's probably about 5-6 courts.
And one court has all the good guys.
Yeah, the first court.
That was LSU third court.
Yeah.
At the LSU Rec, yeah.
The first court, you might not even get to play.
Yeah.
You
might not even let you.
Yeah, you might not even get to play there. It's just depending on when you got there, what next you had, and who you're with. But if you come late, then you probably won't even get a chance to play. But the second court, third court, you can probably run, as many games as you, especially the third court. But like the second court.
Isn't that funny how certain courts, like all the good dudes, it's just this one court.
But that's where all the talent was.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, because I played against people in my school, in the neighborhood, but when you want to go compete,
that's
on a Sunday, especially on a Sunday, that's where all the ball players went.
Cool, man. Well, hey, thanks for sitting down. I got to go train Harold.
Okay, no problem. Anytime.